welcome to another video. In this video, we will be talking about noise removal using the Adobe Camera Raw. So in the previous video of the noise removal tutorial, we talked about how to remove noise using the Nik tool. This time, we will be talking about how to remove the noise using the Adobe ACR, that is the Adobe Camera Raw. Now, why will we be using the Adobe Camera Raw when there is such a great and powerful software like Nik? So, this is a photo which I pre-adjusted, and now I will let you know why we will use the Adobe Camera Raw over Nik. So if I open the background layer in Define and try to remove the noise in this photo, you see there is some changes over here creating some patches while we remove the noise. So this is the problem, and this is what we will be talking about in this video. Keep watching. Let's start from the very beginning. I imported this photo in Photoshop and tried making some content out of this. Now I will let you see what changes that I made. This was the background layer, the raw photo which was not even adjusted in Camera Raw. I made some color grading using the color fill and some crop, then some enhancements, some more enhancements and some more enhancements in Adobe Camera Raw. Now I made two layers, one of the subject to sharpen out the subject and one of the background so that I can remove the noise specifically in the background and not with the subject, because I did not want to lose any details. Now I made one layer with this, you can see the layer 6, but the thing is that in this part there is a shadow, there is a darkness in the whole image, because of which this patch is being created using Nik. Even when if I do it with Adobe Camera Raw directly in this, like this, over it directly in this image, then it will also create a patch. Now let's talk of how to minimize it, because the image has a shadow over there and we cannot remove it directly. We can use the dodge and burn and then create a little of brightness, but I love the overall dramatic light that I have created in Photoshop, and hence I would like it to have it the same. Now when we talk about minimizing it, we can minimize the details. That is what the pixel bending over there will get removed, or you can say minimized, because in this case it won't get removed, to be very honest. Now let's jump into Adobe Camera Raw. So when I jump into Adobe Camera Raw, you see there is a lot of things going on over here. So there are the noise, there is dark patches, bright patches, and hence the bending is being created. Now what we will do is we will use this details tab under the Adobe Camera Raw in the second step. In the first step, we'll be using the basic tab. Yes, you were right. Now see over here, there are two things called the texture and the clarity. What does these two things do? So basically clarity, this clarity tab increases the sharpness in the edges, and hence it creates a smoothness to the, or smoothness, or you can say sharpness to the whole image. And this texture tab inside those boundary of the edges increases the clarity. Now you can see these lines or the patches that is created over here when you zoom out the image. This is basically the edges, and in fact the inside of these edges are the noise. So if I put down the clarity and the texture in both the sliders, then we can achieve a somewhat smoother than this. So we will pull down the clarity a bit and the texture a bit. Let's settle down to -20 for both of them. Just manually type it in and now zoom in the image. See, it is already a lot better. Alright, next go to the details tab. So what I can tip you about this is use the noise reduction and the color noise reduction over here while you press the Alt tab. Why? I will tell you. Because when you press the Alt tab and then pull the sliders, it takes away the color from the image, and hence you can clearly see the noise which you want to get removed. Now when I put it something around 75, or let's go up a little bit, 84 is alright for me. We can see that the noise is removed. Now let's put down the details less, because I want to remove those patches and I don't want to see them, because I just want to minimize it, because this patches looks like bending when I use this image over social media. Now see, there is also some color noise that is going on over here. Do the same with the color noise, just increase the color noise a bit till you are satisfied. Something around 70 is satisfactory for me, yes, and put down the details. Now you see two things. Firstly, when you go in, this noise is removed, is actually minimized and not removed, but this image looks a whole lot better than the previous one. Just see, this was the before and this is the after. So I am good to go with this. Let's hit OK. Let the camera raw filter do its job, and now you can see the image is ready. So this is the power of the Adobe Camera Raw. It is just because that Adobe Camera Raw lets you have a whole bunch of manual settings that you can use while removing the noise. That is what makes it somewhat flexible and somewhat better than the Nik. I am not telling that this object cannot be achieved using the Nik. Definitely it can be, but it is a lot tough than in Adobe Camera Raw. And also there are one more things that we can use is, we can use the filter, that this blur, this Gaussian blur tab, and remove some of the bendings over there, and hence that is a powerful object that we can use, which the Nik tool does not offer. Also, the Nik tool just lets you have a selection of a uniform plane which it takes as a sample, but this luminosity tab, or that was previously called in the Adobe Camera Raw, now it is being called the details tab. This details tab applies a global refinement. The global refinement over a selected part absolutely looks brilliant. So this is what I have settled for. This image will be updated in my Instagram very soon. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Please let me know your feedback. Thank you.